So over the past month, my fitness score has gone up by around 80%, according to Strava. So I wanted to give you a breakdown of what I've been doing over the past month to get me fit and ready for my cycling holiday in Mallorca in April. So I've only got another about 10 weeks left of training before I head over to Mallorca in April. And my goal at the start of the year was just to get back into some structured training after my nose operation. So over the winter, especially in December, I wasn't able to exercise as much as I would liked, just with the recovery from my nose operation to make sure when I did get back riding, there was no complications. Since I've got back in January, my fitness hadn't really dropped too much. My FTP at the end of September was around 270. When I retested at the start of January, it was around 255. So a small drop, which is normal with less training, but not as significant or as big as maybe I expected, having had at least 6 weeks off of training. So my focus this month was essentially just getting back into some structured consistency with my training, and that included plenty of hard intervals on the weekends and making sure I was fitting in at least one interval session every Tuesday to make sure I was hitting the goal of doing at least one hard interval session per week, on top of commuting to work, which normally takes me about 40 minutes in total per day, and another double session on a Tuesday, which would be a zone 2 session in the evening with my group clients on Zwift. And over the last month in January, I cycled a total of 18 hours of training, which equated to around 342 miles. I have not been recording my rides to and from work. I used to, but in the end, I thought it's just nice to get out on the bike and ride to work safely. And most of the time, having recorded it in the past, I'm sitting in my low zone 2. So it's more of a recovery ride, just getting to work safely and enjoying it rather than thinking I need to track every single ride that I'm doing on the bike. And just mainly focusing on the sessions I'm doing on the watt bike in the gym or on Zwift in the week or on the weekends as well. I haven't been out on the bike apart from commuting to and from work, so I'm excited about getting back out onto the road for more weekend rides going forward in February. It's getting lighter. It's, fingers crossed, getting drier. It has been really wet over January, so as it starts to dry out and the weather improves, I'll be getting out on the bike plenty more times over the weekends, catching up with my friends who I'm riding with in Mallorca. And hopefully by getting out, I always say this to my clients, that once you add in 2 or 3 or 4 hour rides out on the weekends, by the end of the month, your fitness will skyrocket quite significantly. So I feel like I've got a good base to build upon going forward over the next 8 to 10 weeks. My goal is to get as close as I can to around 300 watts for an FTP, or at least hit where I was in September, which was around 270. So when I head to Mallorca, I'll hopefully be able to smash some PBs while I'm there. So if you want to keep in touch with how I'm getting on, or got any questions about my training, certainly send me a message and follow along for more updates coming soon.